Hey, everybody, welcome to A Touch of Gray Matter. I'm your host, Dave Sokolowski. As always, I'm joined by Xulf Ali. Usually we have Thomas and Barry here as well.
We
They
ran
both
them
have
out of
prior
town.
commitments that... If you watch one of our previous episodes, um, you remember that I deputized everybody with white privilege, not white power. It's totally different.
Two different
Wrong.
things. Completely different.
So they're off experiencing that aspect of life now. So
They've gone clubbing on a Monday night.
so it's just Zolf and I, and this is something that I think, I know this weekend everybody's been following it and everybody's been talking about it, and it's been all over the news and everything else. And you got to sit there and you got to look at what's going on with Russia invading Ukraine and everything else. And it's not just the story of, Russia invading Ukraine. It's the fact that the Ukrainian president is a former stand-up comedian
Yeah.
who is now on the front lines with his troops.
Yep.
And the U.S. said, "Hey, look, you know what? We will pull you out and put you in safety." And he's like, "I don't need a ride. I need ammunition. I don't think you're getting this."
Yeah.
And I was watching over the weekend, and I'm like, they had interviews with members of their parliament walking the streets of Kyiv with AK-47s.
Yeah. They're pretty gangsters, yo. Yo, they have road signs.
And
Just
they're all like, "Fuck you."
yeah. They've turned it around so, so not giving the directions, so the Russian military will get confused as to where to go, like get directions. So they just basically say, go fuck yourself. Yeah. That is so funny.
Now,
I was like,
but it's not even that. I mean, there's a couple of things that you got to remember. During World War II, some of the best Russian soldiers were from the Ukraine.
okay, I didn't know that. Okay.
So they've had a
Yeah.
long-standing history of, "Come here, fucker, we'll fight you." But the best part is, and I saw this earlier today, and I mean, this ranks up with getting slapped by the fucking Pope. Do you know how much of a dick you have to be for the Pope to sit there and go, "Fuck you, do this shit again. I'm taking off the fucking hat and I'm sticking my people foot up your fucking ass"? Switzerland. Fucking Switzerland. The land of cuckoo clocks and fucking Toblerone. Fucking the definition of neutrality.
Yeah, that's true.
The country that armed their soldiers with little knives and corkscrews and fucking screwdrivers and scissors. And they got off the fence.
Really?
Switzerland is not neutral in this anymore.
What?
Swiss bank accounts held by Russians. Switzerland went, "No, we can freeze those. Fuck you guys."
Nice. That is so badass of them.
And that's what but I mean, I tweeted it earlier. I'm like, how much of a dick do you have to be to have Switzerland go, "Fuck you.
Yeah.
We're not with you. We're not even staying neutral in this. Fuck you."
Yeah, that just goes to show you're pretty fucked up. Yeah, that even in the most neutral countries, yo, I'm taking sides this time.
You done fucked up when. This isn't even fucking, just random countries putting in sanctions and everything else, and they're they're sanctioning Belarus, and they're kicking the Russian and the Belarus team out of the IIHF. FIFA's gone after them. They've pulled one of the games from St. Petersburg. So they're going to be playing it in France.
I think.
I mean, that's all kind of.
Hockey as well today got pulled off. The kids.
Yeah, like the IIHF.
Okay.
And like all that was kind of expected, and then like U.S. doing it, and Britain and Canada, and Germany and everybody else in there going, no, fuck you. You can't just walk into the Ukraine and go, it's ours again.
Yeah.
That's not how things work right now. But for Switzerland to sit there and go,
let me just fix my glasses right here, Mr. Putin.
like I sat there for most of the day, and I honestly tried to think, like, there's nothing that compares to this.
Yeah, it's true, bro. Because I don't think any time
like there is
past, so there's ever come out anytime.
Hitler was taking people from their fucking homes. Switzerland went, these are really nice mountains, aren't they?
We can put this as a logo for our Toblerone. And you know what? We'll throw in a bear just to fuck with people.
The hills are alive with the sound of music, and also apparently a huge fucking finger to Russia. Out of everything. I mean, like, seriously, like, the Pope John Paul got shot, and he fucking forgave the guy. Like, that's huge.
Yeah.
And Switzerland, like Switzerland turned a blind, not a turned a blind eye. I shouldn't say that. That they remained neutral. They said, we don't want any bullshit. We don't want them fucking coming to us. We get the fuck away from us. Yeah. Everybody stay away. We're remaining neutral. If people come to us for help, we will help them. That's it. Fast forward 70 years. All of a sudden, it's like fucking Knives Out. We're taking over the bank accounts again. Like,
that is pretty badass, yo. I'm not gonna lie. That's
and I mean, like, it's trippy to watch because, like, this is really the first conflict that, and I know that, like, there's been U.S. Sorry, not invading, but liberating or whatever.
Yeah.
And like the whole Iran and Iraq and all that stuff and whatnot.
All oil,
and
man.
that was, and that was on social media everywhere and everything else. But now it's like everything is social media. Beforehand it was like literally you might have had Facebook or MySpace.
Remember Orkut?
Like ICQ. People were typing on ICQ going, oh my god, did you see the news?
48 349 1236 8492. Can you remember that?
Let me write it down. What was that part in the middle again? No, but that one, I mean, like, you had the 24-hour news cycle, you had so you had all that, but you didn't have the reach right now. Like the fact that there are people on the ground and not just reporters, but everybody, like, they're doing TikToks of, like,
did you see those TikToks, like, where those they're taking over the soldiers, the Russian tanks. These kids are driving Russian tanks, and I was like, what? This is the day
they're putting instructions on TikTok.
Yeah.
This is how you drive a stolen Russian tank. How the fuck did you steal a Russian tank?
What?
There was one, I don't know if it was on, like, the Facebook Reels or if it was from TikTok or whatever, but there was a guy who literally found a mine, like a landmine, under a bridge.
Okay.
And he's walking it across the street while he's got a fucking cigarette hanging out of his mouth.
these Ukrainians are crazy, man. They're crazy. Did you see this guy in Toronto? What he was doing to support them? He was just dropping all the Smirnoffs, like burning all this, like just pouring it all out of the bottles, and people are like, "Well, you kind of paid for it. Really, they got the money, they need it."
Well, it's the same thing when people started burning their Nike shit.
Yeah.
Because of Colin Kaepernick.
Yeah, it was so dumb.
Nike's like, go ahead, we got your money. I don't fucking care what you do with it.
Yeah.
Like you bought the Smirnoff. I don't give a shit. Go ahead, fucking. But I mean, like you've got breweries in Ukraine stopping their brewing.
Oh.
And putting out bottles with labels on it saying Putin's a dick, and they're giving them to the people. They're giving them to the people to make the Molotov cocktails.
Wow.
Like this is,
bro. I'm telling you, this guy being a comedian is he's making the war so much fun to watch. Like people signs saying, "Go fuck yourselves."
Well, but that's what I mean. Like honestly, like. But seeing like the interviews with their members of parliament walking the streets of Kiev with the AK-47s,
yeah.
Stopping and talking to these reporters and whatnot, I'm like,
what?
We just came off an occupation in fucking Ottawa where they had to meet via Zoom to pass legislation. And these guys are like, no, fucking give me a gun. I'll go.
Yeah.
Like, it's fucking incredible.
It is. It is pretty awesome. It is pretty awesome. No, so just because, again, I don't know if our viewers are, well, at least I'm ignorant about it, but is it compulsory for every Ukrainian to have a military training before they do it? Because I know Singapore has that rule. Right? Once a kid turns 18, they either pick Army, Police, or Navy. They don't go to the Air Force unless they get selected. Then they go to the Air Force as an upgrade. You have to go for like 2 years training, and that's mostly for discipline and also character building. So I don't know, does Ukraine have something like that? Because I know that he had the comedian president had some military training. That's what they said.
Yeah, I don't know if that's compulsory or if it. I mean, like it could be because it's the Eastern Bloc and.
Right. Yeah.
These people are all fucked up. I don't know if it is compulsory or not. It very well could be, but there's a lot of people that are like, like the former heavyweight champion of the world, Klitschko. Is that his name? Vitaly Klitschko? He's a boxer. He's over there fighting. He's like a multi-millionaire. He's got money coming out of fucking everywhere. He could go anywhere in the world and fucking hide. And he's like, really? No, I'm going back. And everybody's like, it's a no-fly zone over the Ukraine and everything else. And there are people here in Canada that are Ukrainian that have come over, tried to make a better life and everything else. And they're sitting there and they're trying to buy tickets to get their ass back there to fight.
That's hard, bro. That's hard to the Ukrainians, man.
And I've got nothing but respect for them because
100.
You think you look at the size of the Ukraine and then the size of Russia, and you think, this is a David and Goliath moment. This is Floyd Mayweather versus the Big Show. This is like me standing next to Thomas. Like it's and the fact that it's been now 5 days and they started the peace talks today.
Yeah.
For a ceasefire because Russia's like, what do you mean we don't have the cities yet? How do we not get the fucking capital city yet? And it's because the Russians are sitting there going, these fuckers are tough. Like, these guys are fucking fighting back. I don't think you understand this. And it's starting from the top down.
Yeah.
and people are going to get back there. They're trying to get back there, and they're trying to fight for their country and everything else. And I fully respect that, and good on them. I've seen like images of people saying goodbye to their sons and their brothers and their uncles and ripping families apart, and a guy trying to get his family on a train and whatnot, and his little girl's just like in tears, and it's breaking his heart, and he's like, you have to go, and then he's turning around and he's going to fight them. And now, first of all, I'm thinking to myself, like, if I was ever in that situation where I had to say goodbye to my little girl and then I'd have to go fight somebody, God forgive me what I'm going to fucking do to them.
That's gonna be fucked up.
Like,
that's gonna be fucked up.
Like I said, like I've always said, I don't like violence. I'm fucking good at it, but I don't like it. And for something like this, I would full on berserker mode. I would.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, man. Shout out to the Ukrainians, man. Nothing but respect and support for these guys, man. Guys got a lot of heart.
And it's incredible to watch. It's heartbreaking to watch at points and times, but the fact that like grandma and like the elderly uncles and everybody, they're doing what they can and making making the Molotovs, and they're prepared.
Oh yeah,
there's
no fear in their eyes. That's what I see. I don't see fear, bro. There's no fear in their eyes when I see this. It's like they're like, yo, it's do or die, let's go.
Like I was surprised. Like I figured that Russia would roll in and then they roll up on an empty city because everybody's fucked off to like Poland or Czechoslovakia or
what did this say? I did read this morning that 500,000 people. Yeah, I read 500,000 people have actually fled Ukraine, and I think that could be the families that you were talking about, right? That they've left the families off. Yeah.
Yeah, but the fact that there's people staying and just looking like
do this,
like seriously looking like Rocky versus Ivan Drago. It's kind of like or that scene from South Park where it's like Randy stands back up and he's like, I didn't hear no fucking bell, come here.
So I saw another meme that said, I don't know if you remember, Family Guy had this Family Guy had this thing where Peter's trying to go to the airport and this guy takes out a card and it shows color scheme. It says civilized, uncivilized, and so this guy tweeted.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so he shows he's tweeting saying this is the first time we're seeing a war between two civilized countries, and he's showing that chart again, and it's like two white people fighting over, and we're like, yeah, what's up with that? And this is not even oil this time. This is just ego play, bro. This is just ego play.
I saw one where it was the first time we've seen a war between two civilized countries, and somebody responded with, well, what about sorry, I'm just trying to find it now. Hopefully I can. They're like, well, what about U.S. and Iraq? And they responded with, U.S. isn't a civilized country.
Burn!
Like, it's incredible, like, so many people, like, there was one, there's this one here. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. But it's Putin and immigration. It was just an immigration officer.
Oh, I've seen this.
Immigration officer is like, destination Ukraine, occupation, of course.
Yes.
Adidas, we are stopping all shipments of Adidas tracksuits to Russia.
Yeah, because there are a lot of RDMC fans there. Run DMC fans there.
I know. But yeah, it's like it's so funny to see. Like, it's not funny as in like like there are a lot of people dying and everything else, and there's a lot of destruction going on. But it's funny to see because this is supposed to be one of the superpowers,
Yeah.
and like again, it's that little guy that's just sitting there going, "I'm not fucking done with you yet. Come
Let's
here."
go. Round one,
Like
fight.
the peace conference and everything else in Belarus. They're like, well, they're looking at some sort of, you know, they're trying to look for some sort of middle ground where Russia doesn't, take the loss totally. And I'm like, the only middle ground there's going to be is the Ukraine's going to look at them and go, take your toys, get the fuck out, and don't fucking come back. That's our peace talks.
Yeah. That's pretty much it. It's like, get the hell out.
It's like the last episode of like the Book of Boba Fett. What are your terms of surrender? Suck my dick. Essentially, that's what it was. Like, we'll let you surrender. Okay, blow me.
Or yo, there's like I said, bro. I know I'm repeating myself, but no fear in their eyes, man. No fear. Even when I see the president talk, he has no look of panic or like fear, panic, or any type of anxiety on his face. He's so calm, and he's wearing the military vest, and he's got certain things that he's asking for, like aid and stuff like that, which is fine. Like because he needs help that way. But besides that, I don't see like the look of like oh shit, what's my game plan? Like I feel like he's got it all ready to go. Like he's ready with his one-liner zingers to Putin. It's like, yo, let's get together. I want to tell you, let me roast you.
And that's the thing. It's literally one of those like. I remember in one of the first conferences that I heard from him, he was like, if you're this slow to react to us when we asked for help, how's it going to look when you turn around and ask for help? Because if they get through us, they're just going to keep rolling.
Keep rolling, yeah.
And he's literally been kind of like, oh, well, you're going to put sanctions up? Okay, great. You don't want to help? Fine, fuck you, don't help. I'm going to be up on the top with a rifle fucking, just playing, shoot him down. But yeah, he's got like, things you can see from space right now is the Great Wall of China, Niagara Falls, and President Zelensky's nutsack. Like, he has balls. He has balls the size of Alpha Centauri. And the whole country is sitting there going, yeah, this is why we elected him.
Yeah.
We thought it would be funny. Comedian. He'll be great. One of the first things he said is, you don't want to put my picture up because I'm the president. Fuck that. Put your family's pictures up in your office. Put your family's pictures up around when you're making these big decisions. They're the ones you got to look in the face, not me.
Wow, that's so noble, bro. That is so noble.
And it's like, but literally, he's like, he's probably one of he's definitely like, I know it's only February and it's the end of, but, I'd call time right now and say, it's over. Like, this guy's the man of the year.
Oh, 100%. 100%. Who can top this, bro?
Like, well, that's what I mean. Like, like the second coming of Christ would have to happen. And at the same time, he'd have to walk in to the Kremlin and shiv fucking Putin.
To get that award. It's like, oh, Jesus, next year, man. Someone's already got the spot next year. Do more of your CrossFit. Reference to our previous episode.
Which
Nailed
she
it.
still hasn't
Oh.
watched. All right, so that's yeah, that's our topic. That's it for tonight. You know what, man? If you do, pray for the people of Ukraine. Uh, you know, they need all the help they can get, and you know, if you have a Ukrainian church or some sort of Ukrainian like community center in your area, see if they need anything. See if they need food, clothing, donations, just support in any shape, way, shape, or form. Um, you know, it's fucked up living in these times because you know, like literally, everybody's finally kind of, yay, COVID's over. What do you mean World War III is starting? What the fuck happened there? Like, you know, like, can we not fucking like party for a little bit
Yeah,
first
just a
before you
little
start
bit. Just a
pulling this
little bit.
shit?
Just a
You
little
know,
bit.
but uh, yeah, I mean, like, there are a lot of good people in this world, and a lot of them are from the Ukraine, man. I'm just
True.
gonna say it. So, but if you can't find one, definitely go out and be one, and you know, hopefully, all you guys stay safe out there because this world is going to shit quick. So, have a good night.
Take care.